Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we want to take a look at a match which was one of the craziest matches I had ever the pleasure to cast. So we're talking about the match Queen Walkers against Nishang Dance, and this was part of the first day of the Clash of Clans World Championship Finals 2020. So finals means it's the last event kinda, and this was in the group stage. This was the first match for both teams, and I casted this with Maxi, with Noobs, with Chris, and with Smith together in the German live stream. So I will once again going to stream the next match as well in like a couple of hours, so at like 4 p.m. CET. We're streaming in German, but still, it's a lot of fun. And this was the first attack. And obviously, as you guys already noticed, I won't do the face cam during the entire attack because I want you guys to witness the entire experience. So I will just talk and you guys hopefully enjoy all of the crazy attacks, because we're already in the first attack. It's already half through where I did my introduction of this video, and we can see this E-Dragon attack completely demolishing the base. He basically swagged the Royal Champion at this point. He still uses it because he's actually a clever attacker and knows that the tiebreaker is time, so he knows that swagging would be completely stupid. At the same time, he's not using the Queen ability, but hey, at least it's something, I guess, right? So let's take a look at the next attack, which is stardra. And going into this world's finals, or like this last event, is for Queen Walkers. It was a big question if all of the team members can actually perform, because so far they had Klaus and Stars, which were just outstanding with their lalo attacks, and then we had a couple of the other team members kind of struggling around them. So let's see if stardra can over here already like get the war started with a triple as well. That would be a huge boost, obviously, especially seeing Nishang Dance starting with the 3-star over here. So he's coming in with the super, which is really nice and early fun with the Warden Walk. And one of the great things which I liked about this was the placement of the Warden. You guys can see there already were 2 Tesla popping up, and I really highly think that there is a Tesla farm trying to bait the Warden Walk over there, and he really nicely dodged that. He placed the Warden where there are only 1 tile in between those 2 buildings, which means there cannot be any Tesla, so he chose a really nice spot. He's deciding to not use the Warden ability at the Town Hall location, and this attack is looking great. The Queen, on the other hand, tried to walk onto the outside. He's reacting really nicely with the jump spell to give the Queen the access back into the base. This obviously now like gives him the problems kinda to not really have that great access into the back end, because he already had to invest both jumps. But at least on the bright side, like I said, he gave the Queen access back into the base. And so far it's looking great, because I mean, he still has the Warden ability left to use, which he at some point should use, I guess. And there we see on the right side the Tesla farm, as kinda already predicted. And this was a really nice move from stardra, picking the angle where there cannot be any Tesla. And the backhand is going to be so crazy, and as we know, Super Witches, this is going to be so close on time. The Inferno Tower is finally dropping. The Royal Champion, though, has no more ability, which means at some point she's going to die. The Super Witches will get through the backhand wall, which gives them access to all of the last couple of buildings, because the walls over there are open, and at the same time it gives the super giants, yes, a couple of more seconds for tanking for the Royal Champ. And one thing which we saw already in the first attack but didn't really notice too much, there is a new skin for the Royal Champion in there. That's really cool looking, to be honest. I saw yesterday in the chat that a couple of people were not that big of a fan, but let's get back to the attack, because this attack is going to be crazy close. He says the Queen ability is popping the Queen. 14, 13, a couple of more seconds left. Is this enough? If there's the Tornado Trap or a Ground Skeleton, this could be a 99 or something, but there are no more traps except the Spring, and this means stardra with the return 3-star in this match. It's going really, really wild over here. And we have the next attacker, Leifeng, one of the best Yeti Smash, P.E.K.K.A. Smash gods in the world, and he's going at it with the next attack. And he's starting with the Chinese way, or like Asian way, I guess. At least that's what I learned in Legend, of how you approach those bases. And this is a P.E.K.K.A. Yeti Smash combination with witches, and they're always starting with a queen charge. It's not like they're always starting with a warden walk or something. No, they're giving the queen and the warden the power together to make sure that they're adding like some sort of a queen warden walk together in the beginning, getting so much already out of the base. Already 30% taken down, and now the P.E.K.K.A. with the Yetis and everything are coming in, and there's not that much damage on those P.E.K.K.A., especially with knowing that there's still the warden ability which he just used. So this is looking really good. The King's on the outside without even use this ability. This is looking crazy good. Lava Hound is in the clan castle, which is obviously good for the defender. For example, like super minions are not that powerful against Yeti or P.E.K.K.A. Smash. And even though a lot of boulders now died, the boulders did their job. And meanwhile, we still have those tanky P.E.K.K.A. in front. And at some point, we should see the Royal Champion again. And I want to get back to the skin, because the skin, in my opinion, looks actually pretty cool. It's like a winter something theme skin, and it kind of looks like, if any of you guys remember, kind of like this how do you say? Now I forgot the word. Anyway, we should use the Royal Champion any second onto the eagle or something. There it is. It actually looks pretty cool in my opinion. I don't know, a lot of people said as well that it looks kind of boring. Let me know what you think. If you like the new Royal Champ skin, or it's like, let me know your opinion. I look really forward to it, and it's first Royal Champ skin, and this attack is looking meanwhile really good. I kind of got like distracted by the Royal Champ because this is another big overkill. Those P.E.K.K.A. that are so tanky. Whenever you're playing any Yeti Smash on Legend or anywhere, always remember to bring a couple of P.E.K.K.A. Like, they're crazy. Now, next attacker, and that's Gaku himself with another queen charge. And that's already something which I talked about in my prediction video. We can kinda already know what queen walkers are going to do, because they're really good at the strategies which they're doing, but they're always doing them. So it's always kind of easy to know that Gaku is either doing Queen Charge Hybrid or Queen Charge Lalo. Queen Charge Lalo was the strategy which he went for quite some bit in the qualifier with a qualifier and had good success. He went 2 out of 2 with Queen Charge Lalo. On the other hand, only 0 out of 3 with Hybrid. So let's see if he is keeping that trend, or if he can finally get the first triple with the Hybrid in this competition. Meanwhile, he's starting with the Hybrid into the Town Hall. So far, it's looking pretty good. It kind of comes down to traps and spell placement on his part. And so far, the Bomb Tower is pretty annoying. The Multi-Inferno Tower is dealing so much damage, and the miners can just not get into the Town Hall. So the early Warden ability to make sure that he's giving them access, or like the power to get through the Town Hall. But with not having that many troops over there, the Warden ability is running off, and this is obviously not the best thing which could happen to him. Queen Mimo on the outside is trying her best to stay alive. The wall break over there would be great, but it's not coming. The next rage for the Queen, but a lot of healers already died, and this would be so great. Like, with this wall break into the Eagle and into the Warden compartment, this would have been really nice over there, and I think this could have been still a triple, but this is not enough because the Hybrid is dying out and the Queen died as well. So yeah, a couple of mistakes over there from Gaku, which are not really that common for him. But this is a really good defense for Nishang Dance, and this is boosting them ahead at the moment in the standings. But guys, nothing is over yet. We saw yesterday so many good wars, so many good attacks, and at the same time, so many good defenses as well. So if there is a good bait, if there is a good defense on the Queen Walker side, this match is far from being over. So we see the next attacker, and this is a Queen Charge Hybrid as well. And we see the Yeti Blim starting off with the Queen Charge, or like for the Queen Charge. He's looting out the Clan Castle, which is most of the time really nice, because we have really often those super minions in the Clan Castle. And now the Queen on the outside. So far so good. The Headhunters are actually getting to the outside of the Queen, so he needs to use something. It's really scary. Like, if there's a 1 versus 1 between 2 Headhunters and a Queen, the Headhunters nearly always win if the Queen is not sniping one of the Headhunters out of the way right in the beginning. So this is really scary. Now he's using the Rage. Not 100% sure if that was really needed, because the super minions already lost their long-range shots. So this Rage, not really sure. Now the Baby Dragon, and he's trying to force his Queen into the air defense, into the core kinda, or into the Multi-Inferno Tower. But now there's the scary thing. This one Bitter Hut. This Bitter Hut needs to go down, otherwise the Wall Breaker will target this one wall for sure. And let's see if he's going for that. I mean, I guess yeah, there it is. That's what I call. That's strange. Those are kind of mistakes which obviously are not that typical for those players, but still, they happen, especially one rule which got added really close before the qualifier, so no of the teams were actually able to react to this. And apparently what they said is that after 10 minutes, around about 10 minutes into the war, into the planning, they have to let the ESL admins know which target they attack and what is the attack order. So this is something which is obviously not typical for any of those tournaments, because it's like there's so much more pressure than on the players. So this is something which is not that easy, and sometimes those players have to kind of react, especially if a plan is not ready yet. And you basically have to be ready with most of your plans in the first 10 minutes, which is crazy, especially considering that those bases are the best bases in the world. So that's a really, really tough task. And we see over here the attack kind of struggling in the core, especially the queen on the outside. She's dying eventually, and that's a big problem. So this one builder hut actually is supporting the entire defense and is holding strong. I don't think that we have enough power for the back end. There are not that many miners left, even though there are a couple of more miners coming from the bottom side. But yeah, I think this is the first defense for Queen Walkers, and this was really needed because Nishang danced for 2 out of 2, so they needed the defense on Queen Walker's side. Otherwise, this match would have been really, really rough for them. And now they have the chance of coming back. They need the 3-star because Gaku's attack was really low in percent. This attack is not that high either, but at the same time still, it's higher than the attack from Gaku. So he's sending a couple of more loons, hoping for the death damage of them to get at least the elixir collector. And let's see if it's enough. It should be enough. Yes, okay. Even 2 buildings with those 2 loons, so that's great. 88% in the end, which is not the worst. So let's see. And it's one of our favorite attackers, Stars. His lalo attacks just look so easy. Like, whenever I see him lalo attack, like, I think, okay, I can do that as well. Then I try it, and then I'm getting back into the normal world where I'm not that good. So really, really good attacker. So let's see how good this is going to be, the attack. He used the 5 lightnings and 3 earthquake combination to hurt this the single Inferno Tower, but it kind of looks like that the Royal Champion Shield is not making it to this single Inferno Tower, and this one Tesla really messed up the Royal Shield pathing. At the same time, the King is struggling to get the scatter, and this is not looking good for Stars. He's using the Queen ability early, but the scatter is not going down. There were too many Tesla, too many traps, a really nice base building on the Nishang dance side, and this is not looking good. So far, Stars was perfect in those qualifiers, and he's really one of the MVPs of Queen Walkers. He is so good with Lalo, and he's starting off with a Slammer. I mean, the Sui kinda worked. I mean, he didn't got the Single Inferno Tower. He didn't got the Scatter. So a lot of things which were on his list did not go down. And now he's starting off with the Lalo. This is one of the things which is so impressive. It looks most of the time that he's not only using those 3 haste and 2 freezes. It feels like he's using like 1 million haste and 1 million freezes. So let's see how far he can get. The Tornado in the core is really giving his loons a rough time. The Warden ability really early to keep his headhunters alive. Make sure that those headhunters kill the enemy queen. The queen is dead. The core Inferno Tower is dropping with the last drop of this loon over there. The loon is tanking a little bit the scatter shot, and this is actually not looking too bad. This could be still a triple. This is insane. How did he even got that nicely back into the match, kind of like into this attack? There is still another haste which he can still drop. The scatter is going down, and this is going to be a 3-star for Stars. How did that happen? There were like 2 multi-inferno towers on the back end, and this attack is just insane. They made look like it looks so easy, right? The Sui in the beginning didn't work at all, kinda, and this is crushed. Such a great attack, really nicely done by Stars, and this is the comeback. So only percent are the difference, and obviously time. As you guys know, in this competition, it's time as the 3rd tiebreaker. So everyone who's kind of swagging or like not placing anything of his army, it's really stupid. Like, it would be just stupid to not use anything because it's always time could be a threat. And to be honest, why would you not use just your entire army if you I wouldn't get it. Like, I would always use everything because, like I said, it could always be the thing that you have to rely kind of on your on the time tiebreaker. And now he's getting into the bottom side. Tian, the MVP of Nishang Dance, he went 4 out of 5, I think, in the qualifier where Nishang Dance made it. The lightning spell, nicely done, and he used quite a bit of those Zap Dragons already back then. And now the Zap Dragon got even more popular because people are really slowly figuring out on how to use them really effectively. So let's see on how good this attack is going to be. The dragons really spread in the beginning, but this pathing, take a look what the Royal Champion already got out. It's already like, it kind of feels like 20 to 30% already taken out by the Royal Champion alone with the lightnings. And he still has his king and the queen to place. He's waiting for the clan castle to go down because it apparently looks like that there is a hound in there. So he wants the hound not to go onto his queen or his king. So he's waiting for those to kind of like get the clan castle out of the way, and then he can start deploying his king and the queen. So the dragons are slowly approaching the clan castle. This is not looking too bad for him. Overall, the entry worked really great for him. Now the rage for the town hall, making sure that that is going down. The warden is like staying a little bit behind because, I mean, that's how it is. The rage was on the town hall blimp, so the warden had not the movement speed to kind of keep up with all of this. But now the king and the queen obviously are doing their thing on the outside. Is he using the king ability to make sure? Yep, he's using the king ability to have the king in front of the queen. Really nicely done. And there's not too much left on the back end. The scatter and the air defense, that was the word which I was missing. Scatter and air defense on the back end are pretty annoying, but at the same time, there's still some dragons alive, and there's not that much of defense left. Queen still with her ability, and this should be the next 3-star for Nishang Dance. And this is such a crazy war. So many 3-stars. And to all of you guys who are saying, like, this meta is broken, then you didn't watch the entire stream yesterday, because we had many wars as well where the defense won in the end. For example, alternate attacks with only 10 stars on defense, which is completely crazy. So yeah, those top bases sometimes can defend those top players. And now we have the next attack coming in, and that's once again Klaus and Stars. Like I said, always my two favorites to watch. Like, their creativity is on such a different level, in my opinion, compared to most of the other plays. And now we're seeing once again a Zap Lalo. This is the strategy. It always kind of feels like it's playing against those two guys that you know what to expect. They're always going to use this Zap Lalo, but you cannot test it because they're doing those unique things. He used the lightnings to make sure that he's being able to use the Royal Champion trick at the top side. And now a golem with the queen, and now a ram for the scatter. What the hell is going on? This attack looks crazy, but obviously he's now missing on the blimp or something for the Lalo. Now the raged loons to get the scatter, and what, there were headhunters in there as well. He actually did a ram into a raged loon headhunter offensive clan castle. How do you get those ideas? Like, how do you have those ideas? You cannot train that. Like, how is that even possible? Now, the early haste to make sure that those loons are actually getting into the scatter without the scatter shooting only once at those loons. The Lalo looks perfect, and this base looks kind of crushed to me at this point. He only needs this pathing into the town, or the town should be active really soon. Now it's active. Now the freeze. He's trying to hit the expo as well, which I think is not really possible, but he still tried. And now the warden ability, I think, yep, there it is. He even got the loons on the right side. So, I mean, he has 1 freeze left, 1 haste left, 1 poison left. Guys, this is another triple for Queen Walkers. I mean, watching those attacks from Klaus and Stars kind of makes you look like a fool to me. Like, what is going on? Like, such an overkill over here. Really great attack. And yeah, like I said, I don't know, like, how do you try to defend attacks like this? How do you see plans like this? Like, normally on a Queen Charge Hybrid, Yeti Smash, or things like that, you can see entries, you can test those entries. But if you don't see those entries, how should you test them? This was such a crazy attack. For me, maybe even I think so far for day one, my favorite attack to watch. This ram into the headhunter rage to take out the queen. That was beautiful. So this is going to be the next triple for Queen Walkers. Time is plenty on the clock, so really nicely done. And this means we are once again tied on stars. We're going to the last 2 attacks of this match, and it cannot be any closer. And we have Unique. If he triples, if he gets the 3 stars, this war is over. It's done. Nishang Dance are going to the second day. Let's see how this is going to go. We see another Zap Lalo. He actually used the Earthquake for the Town Hall. I think he had to do it, especially I think he tried to hit the single Inferno Tower over there, so he had to kind of use the Earthquakes like this. But at the same time, it kind of looks like that he wants to send his king into the Town Hall, which then should be already alright, because, I mean, the king is quite tanky, so he should be able to take down the Town Hall. So, Queen still not deployed just yet. Another Ice Golem on the board. But this attack already looks pretty good. The only problem which I see at the second is the scatter. The scatter in the core is really isolated, and the pathing into the scatter is not that easy. So that might be a problem later on for his Lalo, but let's see what exactly he's having planned for that. Now he's placing the queen. The queen is supposed to push the king back into the tunnel, and this is being done perfectly. So now the tunnel is getting taken down. The queen is taking down the outside buildings, and she is supposed to go now inside, which she is, so she can reach the scatter, she can reach the air defense, and she can even reach the ground, the air expo. So that's even more value for her. She has her ability. So this entry is once again looking really good for Nishang Dance. And like I said, if they triple, they win this war in the second day, and Queen Walkers would have to face 11 original. So let's see. Lalo so far looks great. Not placed the Warden just yet. Where's the Warden? What did he play with the Warden? There's no clank. Oh, okay. So he delayed the Warden to use the Warden ability for the Blimp and for the enemy Queen with the Headhunters. So the enemy Queen should be taken out. Where are the Headhunters? Where did the Headhunters go? I think the Headhunters got killed by... Oh my... I think the Headhunters died to a Springtrap. And now the Royal Champion and the Queen are trying to defend the space. How many loons are left? There are not too many loons left, and they're slowly dying, but the Queen, his own Queen, is still alive. The enemy Royal Champion is still alive. There are a lot of lava pups, and now it comes down to, is this Warden going down? The haste is still there. The Warden is trying to defend. There are 2 black mines. And the Warden keeps saying there are 30 seconds left on the clock. Can there still be a triple? The lava pups could tank. Is there any red mines around the Tesla? There were not any loons just yet. So this means if there are red mines, the minions and lava pups are going to die. Wizard from the top side. Oh my god, this is going to be so... The tornado trap is over there. And this means this is even closer. 6 seconds left. And now it's loading. What is going on? What is going on? This is the worst. Now 4 seconds left. There is the ground skeleton. The ground skeleton is tanking. And this means Queen Walkers is living another day. They have still the chance. Utah needs a 3-star to get them back into the war. This was such a crazy attack. But in the end, it was a 99. And now Utah, Queen Charge Lalo. Utah is always the crazy guy in the team who is having those insane ideas with Queen Charges and like this creative back end. So let's see if he can step up for his team, if he can make it. He's doing a Royal Champion trick in the beginning, which most of the time is forcing you to go into the Eagle really early, because it means the Eagle is activated really early. He's placing out of his 3 heroes. Every single hero is counting 25 troop space, and the Eagle is activating depending on the troop space placed on the map. So this is really important that he's taking out the Eagle early, soaking up a couple of black mines. King ability is getting used, and this attack is looking really good so far. He needs a wall break into the sweeper really soon. Yep, there it is. And the wall break actually died to the scatter and the giant bomb. The next wall break is getting placed. Now he's freezing the scatter just to make sure that there's first off less damage on the Queen, and the wall break actually making it. Oh my god, this charge is insane. There's so much damage. The Warden is getting taken down. The enemy Royal Champion is encountering his Queen. He's freezing. The Queen ability, that was so close. Now the clan cast is coming out. There's so much damage, but the Queen somehow is staying alive for now. The poison on the super minions is perfect. Now the the slammer is getting placed and cannot even talk anymore, and the next rage is getting placed, and there's the multi-inferno tower. This means the queen is not dying, and she can take even more back, and it's 1 minute and 20 on the clock, so this should be a triple. Now those 2 loons on the right side, those loons are MVP because it means less damage on the queen. They're tanking the archer tower. Now the warden ability for the town hall, the slammer is still alive, the warden ability now is getting used, and everything is getting into the backhand. He still has a hound and a haste. This is looking so good for Utah. Still a couple of cleanup minions to place, which he can do. And now the queen, I think, is going to die soon, or is she staying alive? She is going to die, but I think she did her job. The slammer is still alive. 45 seconds roundabout. The tornado got triggered this time by the healers, so there's no last second tornado trap. If you want to ask me, like the anti-cleanup tornado, I don't know, but either way, Utah is clutching this, and this was one of the most insane matches I ever saw. The percent in the end, I think, is still in the favor of Nishang Dance, yes, but the triples are in favor of Queen Walkers. Such an amazing match. GG's to both sides. You can see over here the face cams. They're so happy. It's so great to see. Best of luck to both teams, and hopefully we see many more matches of those two in the World's qualifier, or like in the World's finals. And well, the winner, Queen Walkers. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you tune in today for the next live stream. And well, guys, until then, see ya and bye bye.